buongiorno, mi chiamo Margherita, sono di Bergamo, ma vivo negli Stati Uniti. This is my short introduction. In this episode, you will learn how to introduce yourself in Italian, and I promise you, it's easier than you think. I will make it easy for you and we can do this together. Iniziamo! Ciao e benvenuto, benvenuta, benvenuti. Sono Margherita. I am a language trainer and content creator for Italian learners and host of Italian Grammar Made Easy podcast. Today we are talking about how to introduce yourself in Italian. Download a summary of this episode at italianmatters.com/8. At the same link, there is also a quiz that you can take on this topic. In this episode, I will use informal language. This introduction, then, are, for example, when you go out with your friends and there are some people that your friends know there, likely the same age as you, so you choose to use informal language. Formal language is different from what we are learning today. First, let's start with how to say your name, how to introduce yourself. Of course, there are several ways to say your name. For example, mi chiamo and then your name. So for me, mi chiamo Margherita. Literally in English, this translates to I am called Margherita. Another way to say your name in Italian is il mio nome è, and then your name. My name is Margherita. And then a third way to say your name is simply sono, I am, Margherita. Now you might want to say nice to meet you or it's a pleasure. In Italian, to do that, you can say piacere, piacere, which translates to pleasure, or you can say piacere di conoscerti, pleasure to meet you, or even è un piacere, it is a pleasure. Then you might want to say where you come from. In Italy, we talk about where we come from before talking about our jobs. And in some instances, asking a person that you just met about their job is actually considered rude. Instead, asking where they come from is normal and pretty common. To say where you come from, you can use two different expressions. For example, you can say sono di and then your city. I am from Bergamo. Sono di Bergamo. Or you can say vengo da and then your city. I come from Vengo da Bergamo. Now, let's say that you are from Italia, Stati Uniti, Canada, Messico, eccetera, ma vivi da un'altra parte. So you are from these places, but you live somewhere else. So in this case, you can say vivo a Tucson for me. I live in Tucson. Vivo a. And then the city where you live. Or you can also say abito a and then again your city. There isn't a significant difference between vivo a and abito a. They both mean I live in. But generally, vivo from vivere is more of a generic verb, while abito from abitare indicates your residence, that you reside somewhere. Perfetto. Ora let's talk about your job. How to say my job is in Italian. There are three main ways to do this. First, you can say il mio lavoro è. My job is. You can also say la mia occupazione è. My occupation is. And finally, you can also use this expression, faccio il. and then your job. For example, for me, faccio l'insegnante di italiano. In English, literally translates to I make the Italian teacher. Faccio il from the verb fare. Bene, ok. Ora vediamo the birthday. Let's look at how to say my birthday is. And we're going to look at two different phrases. First, you can say il mio compleanno è il, and then the day and the month. So, il mio compleanno è il, my birthday is the, for me would be il mio compleanno è il 12 ottobre. Or another way to talk about your birthday is faccio gli anni il, and then the day and the month. Literally, I make the years on this day. Faccio gli anni il 12 ottobre. Bene, ottimo. We have seen 5 phrases that you can use to introduce yourself and talk about yourself in Italian. Now, I'm going to ask you 5 questions in relation to these phrases. For example, today you learned how to say my name is, il mio nome è in Italian, right? Then let me ask you, what is your name in Italian? Let me ask you the question and answer out loud. Why not? Answer out loud, speak the language. This is how you learn, by speaking, right? Giusto? Bene, allora, I have 5 questions, 5 domande per te. 1. Come ti chiami? Come ti chiami? To answer, you say mi chiamo and then your name. Mi chiamo Margherita. Now you go. Mi chiamo. 2. Di dove sei? Di dove sei? Now you answer out loud in Italian. Sono di, and then your city where you come from. Sono di Bergamo. 3. Dove vivi? Dove is where. Vivi is to live. Where do you live? Dove vivi? How do you answer this? Vivo a, and then the city where you live. Sì, ci siamo? Yes, you got it? 4. Qual è la tua occupazione? Qual è la tua occupazione? What is your occupation? Kind of similar to English, right? Occupazione, occupation. How do you answer this? Faccio, or la mia occupazione è, my occupation is, and then your job. Ottimo, bene. Numero 5, the last one. Quando è il tuo compleanno? When is your birthday? Quando è il tuo compleanno? How do you answer this? Just take it from the question. For all of this, you really can take the verb pieces from the questions and make your response. So, quando è il tuo compleanno? Il mio compleanno è il, and then the day and the month. Il mio compleanno è il 12 ottobre. And now you go. Tell me when is your birthday in Italian? Bene, ben fatto. Ottimo lavoro. Well done. Today you learned a lot. You learned how to say your name, where you come from, where you live, what is your job, and your birthday in Italian. And that is a lot, and you're doing amazing things. I hope one of your goals of 2022, del 2022, is to become a fluent Italian speaker and to really embrace the language and use the language as much as you can. Non dimenticarti di scaricare la guida al link italianmatters.com/8. Don't forget to download the guide at italianmatters.com/8 and take the auto-graded quiz at the same link. Bene, questo è tutto. Grazie di essere stata qui con me. Ci vediamo o ci sentiamo giovedì prossimo, sempre qui su Italian Grammar Made Easy. Grazie, ciao!